If you have the ability, it's your responsibility to protect those that cannot protect themselves. Every round that you fire, you need to be able to put your name, your soul on. If you're not willing to put your life in front of or in between good and evil, then you're not a protector. It boils down to, if you have that ability and you are in the right place in the right time, then you are the right person. But now I'm in this light that God has put onto me, and it's on me, given the bearing that He's given me, to stay on that path. I still have that choice, right? So it's not like, I have to do that and be intentional about it every single day. I can't do this alone, but we as a collective can.
Hey, I'm Chase with EOTECH. I'm here with Kyle Morgan from Blu Bearing Solutions, and we are very excited to announce our partnership. Kyle, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for having me. And, I'm super stoked to see where this relationship goes. I use the term of a syndicate of people and companies to leave this country better than we found it.
Yeah.
And I think that, I know that EOTECH and Blu Bearing's missions align.
We're definitely focused on trying to work with good people and good companies. And so Blu Bearing's an awesome fit for us. And what's the meaning behind the name of Blu Bearing? Because that's a pretty unique name.
Yeah, so Blu is spelled B-L-U obviously it's for a reason. It's a direct play on the Radisson Blu Hotel that was attacked November 20th, 2015, that I responded to as a, just right place, right time, right person, which is a theme or an ethos of Blu Bearing Solutions and the training that we put on. It truly is. It boils down to, if you have that ability and you are in the right place in the right time, then you are the right person. Mm-hmm. I'm here to help people to believe that, to build their confidence in what an appropriate response to these acts of these atrocities that have happened since since Columbine, since 1989, and having 1 year, actually almost to the day, officially retired, I've formed the company, the training company, Blu Bearing Solutions, with our only mission being what I believe is, through the protector mindset course that I've developed, an appropriate active shooter response. The stimulus of the environment has to change something in our actions. Like, we can't just say we got to move this way the whole time in an active shooter environment. We have to go direct to threat. So as 3 comes in, go opposite him in front of you. If 3 steps left, he starts right of center, right? So his primary sector of fire starts right of center, collapses to support the side he's in on, and then his secondary is back to support the other side. Because the breacher is going to come up and be synced up with whoever has the first look. As soon as they do that synced up kind of opening, he pulls, holds, clears, and pins this door, right? So then just anticipate that movement. So as soon as he's pulling and holding, I'm already here to then get in. If you just have a general rule of thumb that the breacher is always last, but he's a gentleman. The reality of this is I can't just pick up and say, if you do this tactic or technique on every active shooter, it's going to work. everybody wants to, here, pick this up and place it on this, and this is the answer.
Right.
The reality of it is it's a mindset.
Yeah.
We're going to prioritize a closed door over an open and an opposing breach. And then we're going to also prioritize, if we want to stay together as 4 and not split into 2s, an open completely versus a cracked. And when we do that at the same time, with 4 people, even if people know we're coming in this room, a target that's going to be in the center here could take me or him the longest, 1 or 2 the longest to get to. That's why 3 and 4 pick that up first, because that's the one that's going to potentially drop 1 or 2 in the corners. So 3 and 4 just pick that up right away and then collapse their primary to support the side they step in. But I think it planted a seed into my mind about what the protector mindset truly is. And it boils down to, if you have the ability, it's your responsibility to protect those that cannot protect themselves.
The larger mission, for EOTECH, people may look at optics and they're like, that's optics, right? What are you guys talking about? But the dedication to quality, the years that they've put into developing their product, the continued development, all that money and all that time and all those man hours, like everybody at the company knows that's where these optics are going and the ultimate use they may be put to.
I tell them, it's one of the first things I say. I mean, there's probably about an hour and a half lecture of the mindset piece of this course in the beginning. And one of the things I do say is if you're not willing to die to save another person's child, not just your own, then you can leave this course now.
You are empowering people and you're giving them training that gives them the confidence to do the right thing. But something you said that really struck home for me is like taking ownership of that as an individual citizen or individual parent, that once they've gone through your class, they've heard you talk, they're onboarding these ideas, they're taking that personal responsibility, then the next step of that is talking about that with other people, trying to build that community, because they're going to be able to talk way more people than you ever will and be able to ever teach. But if you can keep disseminating that information and really get people to believe in this mission, that could grow.
That's how we do it. Like I'm here to tell you, like, this isn't about my own job security.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to tell people I have this secret sauce and you can only get this from me. But the idea is that you leave those courses curious.
Yeah.
And that you push yourselves to go out there and train and not just accept the norm, whatever the norm is. I mean, which I'm not sitting here from an ivory tower or on a pedestal looking down on people. I'm using this platform that I'm creating to help hold myself accountable and others. I'd like to just talk about the motto at Blu Bearing Solutions is prepare for the known and react to the unknown. What that means to me is I'm gonna never get complacent on the things that I've learned, right? So continuing to train myself. And then if you're willing to share those in the knowledge transfer kind of capacity, your knowns can become a known for me. And that way we take all those knowns and continue to train on those together and then react to the unknown when that happens, not if.
What do you want people to really take away from this conversation?
I want people to step up. I want people to step up and take ownership of their environments, professionally and personally. And you are your own first responder to truly protect innocence. And that layers the meaning of the bearing piece of it, right? We're bearing the weight of the world, or like Atlas, or bearing it all. And I truly believe that that's something I've done at different periods of my life, but that's not for me to do. That's for me to spread that load out amongst other capable people and God. I'm trying to build a fellowship of protectors, and this is how I'm continuing to serve. And arguably, I think my mission is even more important than it ever was. And I want us, I can't do this alone, but we as a collective can.